the video lecture series. This video lecture is based on the lesson Courageous Act written by Anasuya Menon, which is included in the textbook Multiple Modernities Readings on Kerala, prescribed for the first semester UG English Common Course students of Kannur University. First of all, let's go through a brief introduction about the author. Anasuya Menon is a prominent journalist currently working for The Hindu. She has associated with the New Indian Express and the Week magazine. Her writings are centered on subjects like art, culture, society, and gender. The text Courageous Act is a feature on the famous theatre artist and film actress Nilambur Aisha. What is meant by a feature? A feature is a prominent article widely used in newspapers, magazines, and nowadays mainly in online media. A feature will often cover an issue in greater depth using a different perspective. Different kinds of features are available in media, such as informative features, historical features, news features, human interest features, personal profile features, scientific features, etc. This is a personal profile feature on Nilambur Aisha and the hardships she had to face as a theatre artist. Here, Anasuya Menon attempts to highlight the struggles, challenges, and hardships faced by Nilambur Aisha when she decided to break away from the societal concerns and notions of gender. Before beginning the chapter, let's have a glimpse of Nilambur Aisha's life. Nilambur Aisha was born in 1937 at Nilambur in Malappuram district of Kerala. She was hailed from a rich family, but soon after her father's death, the family collapsed financially. At the age of 13, she was forced to marry a 47-year-old man, but because of his torture and ill treatment, the marriage lasted only 5 days. She mothered a child at the age of 14 and never married again. Later, theatre became her life. That means she dedicated her life for theatre then. In her own words, let me quote, "There was no time for love, no time to think. I was consumed by theatre." Her first film is in Hindi titled The Elephant Queen, and her first Malayalam film is Kandam Vecha Kottu. She has acted in several movies like Kuttikuppayam, Olavum Theeravum, and recent films like Paleri Manikyam, Kayyappu, Devanamathil, Vilabangalkappuram, etc. Now, let's move on to the chapter. Anasuya Menon's feature directly begins with an incident from the life of Nilambur Aisha. While she was performing on the stage, someone has thrown a stone at her and it struck right between her eyebrows. Blood started oozing out and she still remembers the taste of the blood, maybe because of the humiliation that she might have felt during such an incident. But the surprising reaction from Aisha is that she continued to say her dialogue though she was severely wounded. This incident shows that how she was treated cruelly by the society for following her passion at that point of time. It is because in the late 1950s, it was taboo for the Muslim girls to appear on stage. they were excluded or prohibited from pursuing such passions and interests. At that point of time, Aisha became a talking point by establishing her presence in newspaper reports and also by the scornful words of the society. She is a person who is immersed in the art of acting. She was not just a presence on the stage, but a firebrand, that means a revolutionary figure. In her teenage itself, she has become a renowned and noted figure. Her stage debut was Ijju Nalloru Manushan Avan Nokku, directed by E.K. Ayamo, which is performed in 1953. This play criticized the problems of society and shook up social sensibilities. Aisha recalls the occasion behind the origin of that play. When she began her career as a theatre artist, several theatrical movements like Kerala People's Arts Club, that is KPAC, were flourished in Kerala. Such groups of theatrical activists and spirited individuals were trying to bring a social change. On such occasion, Ayamo planned to bring out a play addressing the issue troubling Muslim community. A man from the crowd shouted at Ayamo, Adyam, Ijju Nalloru Manushan Avan Nokku, which means, why don't you try and become a good man first? And from this dialogue, Ayamo had found the name for his play. Before Aisha made her debut, men performed the roles of women. Social reformers like E.M.S. Namboodiripadu, who reviewed the play, suggested that women should perform the female role. Nilambur Aisha then recollects how she got a chance to play the role of Jamila. One day, Ayamo visited her house along with her brother and asked her that why couldn't she act as Jamila. Anasuya Menon brings an account from Aisha's life where she recollects her father's interest in art. Aisha belongs to a rich family with lots of servants. Her father and brother were interested in the arts. As an aesthete, her father gave their servants a chance to showcase their artistic talents by ordering them to stop their work at 4 o'clock every evening. But her mother warned her of the consequences she had to face because she was afraid of the conservative sections within her community. When they were stricken by poverty and hunger after the death of her father, the orthodox sections of her community and the fundamentalists rose against her theatre activism, and they had forbidden other people to help her. On such occasions, social visionaries like Kunnikuttan Thampuran of the royal family of Nilambur and Dr. M. Usman offered refuge for her and her family. Actor Nilambur Balan also persuaded her by providing energy to speak to people about theatre. As there was no monetary benefit for the performances at the initial years, they used theatre as a vehicle to fight against feudalism and also for revolution. They invited people from different places to watch their plays. In the play, Ee Duniyavil Njan Ottaykanu, that is, I Am Alone in This World, written by Dr. Usman, Aisha brought her sister Amina to the stage. Society continued to oppose her, and as a result of such radical decisions, she was pelted at several times while on the stage. Once, she was shot using an air gun while performing in one of K.T. Muhammad's plays in Manji. She escaped because of sheer luck. Another time, a man from the audience went up to the stage and slapped her, and she lost her ability to hear in one ear. Thus, she is not just a theatre artist but a theatre activist. Aisha was honored with the title Keralathinte Veeraputri in 1953 itself when she started her career. Remember, it is the same year she made her stage debut at the age of 16. She has also worked with K.T. Muhammad, Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, Khan Kabil and P.J. Antony. And she considers all these experiences as great achievements. She has also received the S.L. Puram State Prize for her overall contribution to theatre and the Kerala State Award for the Best Supporting Actress in the children's film Oomakuyil Paadumbo. Even at this age, Nilambur Aisha retains the fire within her, and that means she is still the same firebrand. She attends workshops and debates on social issues and women empowerment to retain the same spirit in her. Though she has studied only till 5th standard, she is able to share diverse knowledge from her own experience. By comparing the theatre of the 1950s and the contemporary one, she opines that theatre was live at that point of time, whereas now theatre lacks commitment. That's all about Nilambur Aisha and the inner strength that she possessed in a patriarchal society at that period of time. Now, let me discuss the comprehension questions given in your textbook. Question number 1. When did Aisha realize that she was hit by something? Answer. Aisha felt a salty wetness on her lips and then she realized that she was hit by something. Question number 2. What was Aisha's reaction after getting hit by the stone? Answer. Aisha continued to say her dialogue, though she was severely wounded and blood trickled down in thick drops. Question number 3. Who suggested that a play is to be made addressing the issues plaguing the Muslim community? Answer. E.K. Aimo suggested that a play is to be made addressing the issues plaguing the Muslim community. Question number 4. How were women's roles in drama played before Aisha's debut? Answer. Men performed the roles of women before Aisha's debut. Question number 5. How does Aisha recollect her father's interest in arts? Answer. Aisha's father was interested in arts and he would order all the servants to stop work at 4 p.m. before displaying their talents. Question number 6. Name some of the people who helped Aisha's family in times of poverty. Answer. Social visionaries like Kunyikuttan Tamburan of the royal family of Nilambur and Dr. M. Usman helped Aisha in times of poverty. Question number 7. How did Aisha lose the hearing ability of one ear? Answer. While performing at Mannarkadu, Aisha was slapped by a man from the audience and she lost the hearing ability of one ear. Question number 8. What was the first honor that Aisha received? Answer. Aisha was honored with the title Keralathinte Veeraputri in the same year she started acting. Question number 9. What is Aisha's opinion on contemporary theatre? Answer. According to Nilambur Aisha, the contemporary theatre lacks commitment. Question number 10. What is Aisha's stand about TV serials? Answer. Aisha expressed an emphatic dislike as her stand about TV serials. Question number 11. What happened in Aisha's marital life? Answer. Aisha was forced into marrying a 47-year-old man at the age of 13, and on the 5th day, she asked him to get out because of his torture and uncouth nature. Question number 12. For which film was Aisha honored as the best supporting actress? Answer. Aisha received the Kerala State Award for the Best Supporting Actress in the children's film Oomakuyil Padumbol. Thank you.